Police seizing assets like money on just suspicion of criminal activity and even keeping it.
It's been going on for many years. It's been completely legal, but a new state law will change all of that. The government will only get to keep the property if there is a criminal conviction in the case. Brianna Whitney's joining us live tonight to explain the changes and who this law will impact. Brianna?
Well, police taking property like money from somebody just because they suspect there's a crime is called civil forfeiture, and that money would then go to the police department or the agency who seized it. But a new law is now aiming to protect people by requiring proof of a crime. You may remember Jerry Johnson.
I think people are starting to recognize that there needs to be some type of change.
He's the North Carolina man who runs a trucking business and had $39,500 seized from him at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport by Phoenix police when they suspected him of money laundering. He told Arizona's Family the money was for a new semi-truck for his business he planned to buy at an auction. Not only has he not been charged with any crime, he still doesn't have the money back and is going through the appeals process right now. But this week, he has a new outlook.
It gives me a lot of hope. I'm very optimistic now.
Governor Ducey signing House Bill 2810 into law, which will ensure people will not get their property permanently taken without criminal conviction.
In so many cases, the government has done seizures. They've done these civil forfeitures and haven't charged people with a crime.
Attorney Russ Richelsoff has worked several of these civil forfeiture cases and says a problem has always been how law enforcement agencies benefit from seizing money and belongings.
The money gets to be used for equipment, it gets to be used for salaries, it gets to be used for special projects. So the agencies that are seizing this money, before had a huge incentive to go after the money.
We asked Phoenix PD what it used Jerry's nearly $40,000 for. A spokesperson told us they couldn't comment on the case due to pending litigation, but that the judge did find probable cause for seizure and money laundering due to Jerry being unable to prove the money was all his. Jerry and his attorney say part of the money was his and the other part was loaned to him by his uncle. Phoenix police also told us how the PD uses the funds is dictated by either the county attorney or attorney general's offices. While the bill may not help Jerry's case because it happened prior to the new law taking effect, he believes his case made a difference.
Maybe my case was the reason to help push this reform out there.
The governor's office says this bill will become law 90 days after this legislature adjourns. Jared?
So, Brianna, that's moving forward, but what about Jerry? I remember his story. Is there any chance he might get even some of his money back eventually?
So that answer is maybe, and a lot of people remember his story because it did go viral. If he wins his appeal, then yes, he'll get that money back. But this bill won't help Jerry's case or any current cases, basically anything that's happening before the summer when this bill does go into law.
Yeah, so it's a waiting game for him, but at least Arizona has some clarification for anybody else impacted by this moving forward. Brianna, thanks so much.